Hello, everyone. My name is Chantal Lucier. I am the president of the Reflexology Association of California, known as RAC. And today I am joined by Johanna Thaxter, who actually was the past president of RAC, and is a professional member with the association. So thank you so much for joining me today, Johanna.
Thank you so much for having me. It's really an honor to be able to be here.
Oh, yay. I feel the same.
Yeah, and it's great to see you as well.
Yeah, in real time.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah,
And
I feel the same.
I've heard so many good things about you, and it's just lovely to
Oh,
be able to see you. So,
same.
yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm really excited. Well, I'm excited to get to know you more. Like within this process, like I don't know a lot about your practice and what got you started. And so I'm really excited to learn that and also to share it with our members and our extended community. So this will be fun.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. So let's start at the beginning. Where do you live? Where are you from originally?
Yes. So I live in Los Angeles
Mhm.
and in the San Fernando Valley in the city of Granada Hills. And I grew up in Sacramento. And I also, in my early childhood, lived in Mexico. And then in my 20s, I lived in Chile for about 5 years in South America. And then I ended up in Oakland and lived there for several years before coming down to LA. So,
Wow.
yeah.
And were you in those years in Chile and back then, did you know about reflexology yet or no?
Yes, I did. I did, but my life just took me several different ways. I decided to go to college first and this and that and the other. And, so life took me several different directions as well.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
what about like what brought you to reflexology? What was your first experience?
Yeah. So when I was a child, my mother met Christine Issel at our church. And
Oh.
yeah, and so she started to receive reflexology sessions from Chris Issel for her back pain and back spasms. And it significantly helped her. And it was so impactful on me. It made an impact. And then I started to see Chris. And as a teenager, I had anxiety. And the reflexology sessions helped me feel so deeply calm and relaxed. It really was the only thing that dropped me into that deep parasympathetic state of relaxation. And I loved it. It was wonderful. And of course, as you know, Christine is wonderful. And just, yeah, I was so lucky to be able to be her client. She was essentially our family reflexologist growing up. Yeah, and so I just fell in love with reflexology and how it made me feel. Uh,
Yeah, it's pretty amazing that you fell into her lap. Like of all the people for you to begin with, like what
I know,
treasure.
right? Right.
Yeah.
I'm so lucky.
Yeah, we love Christine.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
how did it, from receiving those sessions, how did it lead you to want to become a reflexologist?
Yeah. So I loved how I felt so much that I wanted to be able to share that experience with others. And I remember when I was 16, I had a project in high school where you needed to interview somebody that held the profession that you wanted to do. And so I thought about it at that time and I thought, I want to become a reflexologist. And I interviewed Christine Issel
Oh my
for
goodness,
my project.
that's
Yeah,
16.
yeah, at 16, yeah. And so I would love to find that interview. I need to look at my archives.
Oh my
But
gosh.
yeah, and so I knew then that that's what I wanted to do. But like I said, I wanted to go to college first, and that kind of led me in different directions.
When did you finally decide? When did you become a reflexologist? When did it
Yeah.
happen?
So I I asked Chris, where I should study, and she led me in the direction of the International Institute of Reflexology.
Yeah.
And so then I studied with Bobby Warren in San Diego. In Well, I got my certification in 2008. And then in 2009, I got my certification with the American Reflexology Certification Board, the ARCB. Um,
Oh,
so yeah. And
That
then
was
I
when you were in
also,
Oakland too, right? You were,
so details get fuzzy.
yeah, yeah, yeah. A couple different places.
Yeah, exactly. Um, but essentially it was after college. So after college, I then
Wow,
studied the reflexology and got certified. Yeah.
unbelievable. And did you start your own practice? Like, how did
Oh,
it
right.
happen?
Yeah. So then I opened my private reflexology practice in 2011. At first, I was doing a combination of my working as an administrative assistant, which is what I had been doing, and doing the reflexology at the same time until my practice got busy enough to where I could do it full time. And and then I ended up, having the practice for about 5 years. And I loved it. It was great. I was finally doing what I wanted to do and living my dream. And then um, yeah, in 2014 is when I left my job and then did it full time.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Now we're in what, 2026? So now we have another like, yeah, 12 years of,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
So then my son was born in 2016, and I unfortunately had to close my reflexology practice.
Mm-hmm.
It was called Reflexology Wellness. So I closed my Oakland practice, and we moved down to LA so that we could be closer to my husband's family. And then I focused on raising my son and then my daughter, who was born 2 years after, for several years, and took care of them and the house and etc. Uh,
Yeah.
so that was another kind of sideways path in regards to the career.
Yeah.
But
Beautiful. And
yeah,
so, but organic too, just like
yeah,
us. Yeah.
yeah. And but then after some time, I started to feel the call to get back into holistic healing.
Yeah.
And in particular, I had the opportunity to learn Reiki.
Oh, yeah.
So that in let's see, in 2018 is when I
Huh.
became an advanced Reiki practitioner with the Usui method.
Beautiful.
I loved it, and then I started becoming more interested in learning more about energy healing, which
Yeah.
then led me to become certified in 2024 as a um, global energy method master practitioner, which is the
Yes.
distance energy healing method.
I know this about you. Yeah. Can you talk about how, like with reflexology, do you focus on a technique? Is it energetic? How do these things work together in your practice?
Yeah. So the reflexology and the distance energy healing are separate. Reflexology, I see clients in person, and I do Reiki also. I incorporate Reiki with the reflexology. And then the distance energy healing is distance.
Yeah.
So really, a person can be anywhere around the world for that.
Beautiful. Yeah, we're
Yeah.
in such an incredible time in history, I think, where we're becoming more and more open to this possibility that we're all interconnected and we can connect with people at a distance. It's very true.
Yes, it's really incredible. And originally with reflexology, as you know, traditionally energy is not talked about that much.
Yes. Yeah.
And so I just kind of discovered it by working with clients and feeling people's energy. And then I learned a practice to help me not absorb people's energy, which I'll share with you at the end if we have time.
I would love that. Yeah. Yeah.
And with that practice, it made me realize that energy is real. That was like
Yeah.
because I experienced a big change after doing that exercise. And that's what led me to want to learn more about energy.
Oh, that is
Yeah.
so lovely. And do you, with the Reiki or with even at a distance or in person, do you have a certain clientele? Do you work with a certain population or kids, or who do you work with?
I think women, I tend to have more women clients in general. Yeah. And then with the distance energy healing, I enjoy working with women and children.
Mm.
Yeah. In particular, I enjoy working with moms who are wanting to heal their childhood wounds so that they don't show up as triggered so that they don't lose it on their kids and so that they can be the calm parent that they want to be, that they aspire to be. Yeah.
Mhm.
And
Oh,
with kids, I just love working with any kid issues that come up. So with the distance energy healing, it's honestly like anything from uh, anger outbursts to bedtime fears to allergies, anything like that that comes up is really
beautiful.
helpful. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, well, I would love to learn that technique.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Well, I guess two questions. One, is there anything else on your mind that you wish to share?
Mhm.
And then two, I would love for you to take us into a self-care tool or this protection. I love that. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, First of all, I think I realized I didn't answer the questions exactly. But one, I reopened my practice.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause- yeah, um, so a couple years ago, essentially, right after I got certified with the Global Energy Method in
Yeah.
2024, I reopened my business under the new name Radiant Energy Healing. Um,
Yay.
and so now, incorporating reflexology, Reiki, and the distance energy healing.
And say it one more time.
Radiant Energy Healing.
Radiant energy healing.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah, send me that link too, and I'll put it below for your
Yes,
website. Or yeah, it's a beautiful
absolutely.
name. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, yeah. On Instagram, it's radiant underscore energy healing.
Oh, good. I'll follow you. I'll follow you after we finish.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, totally.
Same, same.
Yeah.
So yeah. Um, I also wanted to mention regards to my reflexology training that I
Yeah.
had the privilege of being able to take a master class from Dwight Byers.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so it was really
Wow.
a lovely experience, and I'm really grateful to have had that opportunity before he passed. Um, and I just really appreciate having studied from Bobby Warren because she learned from Dwight Byers, and Dwight learned
Yeah.
from his aunt Eunice Ingham, who's
Yeah.
considered the mother of modern reflexology. And
Yeah.
so I feel really lucky to feel like I'm fourth generation Ingham method
Yeah.
reflexologist. Um, and yeah, it's really great.
I recently interviewed her actually a couple months ago. So it's like and I'm going to be interviewing Christine. So it's like
Yay!
all, it's not by accident, I guess, that any of
Right.
this is
I
happening.
love it. I
Yeah.
love it. Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, yeah. Bobby is great. Um,
Yeah.
and, of course, I go back to her for my continuing education and she
Yeah.
make sure my technique is still on point. And so
And
last
you're
time
close. You're
she
kind of
said it
close to
was.
her now, right? Isn't she in San Diego? So,
Yes,
yeah.
exactly. So now I'm even closer to her. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Oh, beautiful. And I love what you said too. I actually was speaking with Christine the other day, and we were talking about these incredible instructors that have graced us. And it's like we want to study with them before they pass on. And
Right.
what a gift that you got to study with Dwight. That's a big deal.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so happy. I knew that I had to do it when I saw the opportunity come up. I was like, get on the airplane.
Yes.
So,
So
yeah.
good. Okay, well, why don't you take us out by showing this technique and I'll do it with
Yes.
you. Yeah.
Okay. So, um, this technique was actually shared with me from a massage therapist
Hmm.
who I admire. It's just fantastic. And because I came to him saying, I get extremely exhausted when I do reflexology sessions, like beyond what would normally think from the
Yeah.
physical exercise of it. I'm just like wiped out after sessions, sometimes more with other people than, you know,
Yeah.
and to the point where like sometimes I feel dizzy and disoriented, and it's just like,
Yeah.
and so I asked him, what's going on? And he said, it's transference. Essentially, you're absorbing the client's energy that they're releasing.
Yes.
I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Um, and so then he shared with me this visualization, which I
Mm.
will share with you now. So it's great for reflexologists to do, for any body work practitioners, for empaths, and or anybody really that would like to protect their energy field. So
Beautiful.
yeah. So let's just take a deep breath. And visualize that you have roots that are going down deep, deep, deep into the earth. And now imagine that you have a ray of light pouring down through your head. And imagine that this light surrounds you like a bubble of light. And then set the intention that this bubble of light protects you from any negative energies. This bubble of light only allows positive energies to enter, only good can enter. And really feel that protection and know that your own light also is part of this light and is protecting you from absorbing any negative energies. And then take a deep breath. And you are now protected for the rest of the day. And you can come back to this any moment in time, or do it in every morning when you wake up or right before working with clients. And when I started doing this exercise, that those symptoms went away. I essentially wasn't feeling dizzy, disoriented, exhausted anymore. And I was able to work with my clients. So
So beautiful. Thank you so much. It's such a testimony. I mean, that was like a minute or something, and it took us,
yes,
right?
it's so quick. And that's what's amazing about the power of the mind, the power of intention, and the fact that our thoughts can really move energy and direct it. So,
Totally. I'm
yeah.
such a believer, and it's so, and thank you for imparting that too, because I think it's such a good reminder. Like, even if I intellectually know it or I have practices that support it, every moment, every day to revisit and be reminded by each other. It's just thank you so much.
Yes, yes, of course.
Thank you for
Thank you.
meeting with me and yeah,
Yes, thank you so much for having me and for spending this time. I really appreciate it.
my pleasure. Have a beautiful day.
Thank you. You too.
Bye.
Bye.